How about, what do you expect? I think it's only 12 episodes. We were talking about earlier that like there is chance for arc after this. Would you want the show to continue? Like, I feel like this is the best part, like, not this right here, but the last season was probably the best season in terms of like development, spacing, look. So I really do think it makes sense to make more content, but do you think it's going to be a continuation of the last weird arc we were talking about, or progressive?
I like this arc a lot. I would even like compare it to like sort of the first arc, really, and that like it was very immersive. But I don't know. I think I would like to continue the story where it's at right now, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing like the progressive.
I think it'd be cool if they redid the show as progressive in a different fashion. Instead of doing 12 episode arcs or 24 episode arc for the first one, just do like a One Piece thing or Dragon Ball thing.
Ooh.
And do 100 episodes. Like just make the show and care about that later.
Ooh, that's I don't know. That seems like it could go on forever. I guess that could.
A lot of people were happy with like the ending of Seo originally, and then people hated Alfheim. I would be totally for retconning the ending of Seo and going all the way up to 100th floor. Like, Kirito loses the fight, joins Blood Oath, but then when they fight Kaiba at the ending, he like gets beaten, and Kaiba just doesn't kill him instead. He like just paralyzes him afterward, and then goes to the floor 100, and they like actually beat the game.
Ooh, then it's like an alternate universe. Then Kaiba's still alive, right?
Well, Kaiba's gonna die either way, or Kaiba didn't die in the game. Kaiba survived, but they killed him at his house, I believe, or he was like he committed suicide.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that'd be a different take then, because then Kaiba wouldn't be. Do you think Kaiba would like suicide after that?
Well, he suicided because what he did was a monstrosity, and he was gonna go to jail for the rest of his life. He Jeffrey Epsteined.
But like, I guess what does the progressive universe entail? Like, are these people actually locked in the games? I guess they are, because it's just
it's the same exact story. Just instead of like seeing Kirito at 14 and then 2 episodes later he's 16, it's 50 episodes or 50 volumes or chapters later.
Oh,
instead of
geez.
So like the way the first novel, the light novel, did it was like just big plot points, exactly like the anime, where like we saw him meet Asuna, we saw the first floor fight. However, there's one difference. In the light novel originally, they hang out a little more and like become a little closer friends, and then we skip later to like the guild he joins, and then we skip to them dying, and then we skip to him being suicidal, and then he saves the little dragon tamer, and then then they skip to the part where they're fighting the powerful people who have the ability to kill people without, and then they go on a date, and they make a big point. So they sleep together, but the anime doesn't want you knowing that. But also, the big change of why Asuna's best girl for Kirito is that she had nightmares every single night for the first 2 years. And then when she slept with Kirito, she lost her nightmares, supposedly, in the light novel. But it is. So instead of doing it that way, where like every chapter is a big point, every chapter is like a floor.
Yeah.
And so they've now already made, I think, more light novels of progressive than like all of like Seo was 2 volumes. I think progressive is already 9.
Wow.
So 2 books versus 9, and they're still, I think, not like halfway done.
I'm wondering like what would entice me to watch the progressive compared to just like SAO as it is now.
Well, like, go watch Alicization, and like you see the animation's better, the plots are better written, like everything is so much more detailed and like fleshed out, animation wise and story plot wise. So that I think people used to rate Seiya was like a 10 out of 10. I think it's like a solid 8.5 out of 10. I think Alization's like a solid like 9.5. So I think redoing progressive could bring up Seiyo make it even better. And the biggest point of why anime is made is to promo manga and light novels to make money.
Yeah.
It makes more sense to make a promo for something being released and made now than things that are already out. So generate hype for something that's new and costs more and makes more money instead of generating hype for something that came out 3 years ago.
Yeah. I guess that could, yeah, that makes sense.
Either way, I do think there's a lot of discussions on that. And so maybe what we can do is we'll do this kind of content twice a week if people are interested in it, where every Saturday or Sunday we'll talk about the new episode of Seiyo, and then maybe another day a week just do a discussion on things such as progressive topics, changes, maybe even talking about how the light novels deal with Alicization versus how the show is. So please let us know what you guys think, because we would love to continue playing random games and talking about Seiyo and get your opinions on some of the topics we talk about.
Yeah.
Either way, thank you for watching. If you want to subscribe to Ace, you'll see him in my description below. And until next time, ciao.
Ciao.
Stealing my word.
Oh gosh.